What's up, Wanderers? My name's Janet, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to spend a weekend in Brooklyn without breaking the bank. Cheers. When you come to New York, the biggest expense you're gonna have is accommodation. I don't know why I said it like that, accommodation. But my friend actually told me about this website and I got accommodation the whole weekend for free, basically. I'll explain that to you once we get there. Because here on the Wanderism channel, we are not gatekeepers. When I say we, I'm talking about me and Jed, but Jed's not here. Jed. Maybe I'll put a little pop-up of Jed's face here.
Help me.
So it's gonna be a little more awkward for me to like film in public without him around. There was a person there. It's New York City, there's people. Oh God. Ta-da! So I've made it to this magical book plant wonderland. I get to stay here for free because I'm looking after the house and the pets. It's not an ad, you know, this is my first time using trusted house sitters, so I'll be honest with my review. I'm sure it's like different every time you stay somewhere because it's different people that you're interacting with and different responsibilities, but for my first one, I feel like it's really good, and the people that I'm sitting for, they're super chill, really nice, and I was just sending them pictures of their cats. I do have a referral link that will get you, I think it's $25 off, and I'll put that in the description down below. That's how they get you. It's not free, like staying here is free, but you have to pay a fee to be on the site, and they do like a background check and stuff. But I kind of like it because it feels like you know that the people are gonna be real people. I don't wanna spend too much time in here because we wanna go out there, but just to say your girl's on a budget, so we're gonna be doing budget-friendly activities only. I'm going for under $100. We're gonna keep a running tally as we go. They said I could use whatever I see, and they have a bike on the wall. Bikes, books, cats, plants, like, oh. If you're new to biking in the city, I suggest going to a car-free area first. This is the Loop in Prospect Park, and it was perfect for me to get my feet wet because this is my first time biking on a Brooklyn street, New York street, and it was a little scary. A lot of e-bikes, but then there's people on the e-bikes who are just like talking on the phone, no helmet, and they don't seem to have a care in the world, so, you know, who am I to say? Voiceover me says, wear a helmet and follow the rules of the road. And here's a helpful tip. If you want to use a city bike, they're plentiful and they cost $25 a day. The bike path next to the Brooklyn Bridge is nice. It's cute here, I like it. Ooh, I just saw the Statue of Liberty. Whoa, let's go look. Okay, I probably won't be able to see it on the action. But it's over there, wow. It's cool. I see why people like New York. I don't know, we live in Connecticut and like we never come here. Why? Why don't we? It's only $18 by Metro North on off-peak hours. Whoa. So I'm house sitting for 2 cats. I'm like loving it so far. I texted my friend some pictures of the kitty and she just answered, "Oh, what a little cutie," which is true, except for Dennis growling at me. She smells like the outside. Oh, okay. Grumpy. Dennis, but we're gonna become besties soon. So Brooklyn on a backpacker's budget. I wanna do things that are free or cheap. There's 2 rules you're gonna have to follow to be a budget traveler. So let's just acknowledge that groceries over eating out and public transit or walking. One thing that I was super excited for when coming here was to look at this app that I like. Ooh, this is cool. Oh. It's one of those apps that are the hip hop thing nowadays, and it's called TooGoodToGo. I've used it in my town, but I've never used it in a big city. So I was actually really excited to look on the app and see how many places there would be participating. And there were a lot. And this one doesn't actually have any reviews yet. It's new. So we'll find out together. Treats. I'm not sure exactly what I got. I paid $4.99 and there are other people in there buying stuff full price, so a deal for me. I'm happy to share all my tips and tricks. I'm here in Prospect Park, which is a beautiful park. I got 2 things from the restaurant. So I'm gonna have a little picnic. I also brought with me some veggies and some hummus and a seltzer. See how this sandwich is. I love like a seedy bun. Yum. So to do things like free and cheap, you get to have a different mindset. It's more of like the easy breezy way of traveling, which is so funny for me because I want to be an easy breezy person. Jed is the easy breezy person of the 2 of us. I don't know if y'all are into astrology. Let me know your sign down in the comments down below. I'm a Virgo with an Aquarius moon, okay? All right, bear with me 1 second. I love planning, but when my plans don't go the way that I want them to go, I get like in my feelings about it and I get sad about it. Plans are not gonna always go how you want them, and I want to be able to just let it roll off my back a little faster, a little bit faster. I don't want to like be like, I just had a nice chat with some locals. One of them I approached because I was like, oh, I'm running out of time. I'm not going to make it to the free thing that I wanted to go to tonight because it's much farther than I thought it was going to be. Brooklyn's huge, y'all. I was like, ooh, let me Google something else to do. And I was like, why don't I just ask a person instead of Google? Because it's more fun to talk to a real person than to just like stare at your phone. And so I had a nice chat with Steven. Hi, Steven. He was really nice and gave me some ideas. He was into live music business for many years. He told me a couple places to check out. And then as I was walking, I saw the little baby swans, and there was a guy who had like a huge camera, and he's been watching the swans.
They're exactly 1 week old, 7 days old.
Wow. How do you know?
I saw when they were born.
You did?
Yep, everybody zoom into position. Everybody's got to zoom into position. Hey, get in that little, get right before.
They were telling me how they had pulled a fishing line from a duck's like insides, like it swallowed it, and so they had to pull it out to rescue the duck. And I was like, what? You could like fish in Prospect Park? The guy goes, you could do anything in Prospect Park. Imagine it, you could do it. Budget update. Kitty. Free activities coming up, but I did spend some money out on the town, as one tends to do. Aww. I went to a bar that I got recommended from a stranger called Anywhere. It was nice. I got disco fries. I'm from Montreal, so I like a poutine, but you know, I'll take a disco fry. And then I went to this place called the Owl Music Parlor.
So we dug out a garden where the sun.
And then afterwards, I talked to, like actually had conversations for more than 10 minutes to 3 different strangers. And honestly, chatting with locals is my favorite way to get to know a place. And yeah, sometimes it's nerve-wracking to be the one to say hi first, especially in a place like New York where it can feel so big and you're just one little person. But when you witness the spontaneous moments of beauty or art and you realize that you're sharing that feeling with the strangers around you, well, that's what makes a big city feel magical. Farmer's market was nice, pretty busy. The strawberries looked really good, but they were $9, which is a little much for me. I'm gonna keep walking. Yay, I love a pedestrian-only street. Ooh, bookstore. A great place to find fun, free community events is the library. We gotta love our libraries. I'm like very passionate about libraries. Speak of the devil, it's a library. The community art exhibition that I just went to at the library was really nice. I really liked it. A bunch of photographers who had submitted photos were there, and they had a little button that said like, I'm a photographer. I talked to the guy who lives in this neighborhood, and he gave me a recommendation for like a cheap eat that is right near here. He was like, it's on the edge of sleazy, which is fine with me. Oh, I think I see it. It's Mexico 2000. I love that name. And the pictures I got were nice. First one I took was this one. And I like it because it's very like sci-fi. It's cool. And so on the back it had her name, Isabel Padilla. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me show you the other one really quick. And then I got this photo, which is very like Blade Runner. When I took it off the wall, then I saw it's the same name. And it's like, wow, I was really drawn to this lady's pictures. All right, let's look at my food. Whoa, that looks awesome. Cheese. So the guy who told me about this place, his name's Sean, and he was cool. He's a video editor also, but like for TV. And I was like, I use DaVinci Resolve. I've done like some brand ambassadoring. What I've learned from that is you can literally go up to anybody and just say hi to them, and then they'll talk to you or not. The hardest part is just saying hi. The first person I talked to, I was like, oh. But I promise, with practice, it gets easier. Try it. Talk to a stranger. LGBTQ bird walk in Prospect Park. It was like a tour of the Vale. And so I learned about some of the history of the Vale, how it's like a historically queer-friendly space.
Through all of these different trials and tribulations that the queer community has gone through in New York City, finding places like the Vale is special and rare.
Public land takes up like 14% of New York City, and the budget for the parks is like less than half of 1%. So the Prospect Park Alliance is working on rehabilitating many of the areas, and the Vale specifically. I would highly recommend checking out the bird groups. I found this through the Prospect Park website, and it was really cool that they had binoculars that like people could borrow, and it was really nice. Everyone was really kind, and I think I might be on a slippery slope to becoming a birder now. Finding events online is great, but I love seeing a flyer and then going to the thing on the flyer. The best part of the Guyana Independence Parade was talking with Guyanese folks. Everyone I spoke with was kind and made me want to visit their country. My final budget tally? Well, I got an okonomiyaki, Japanese savory pancake, for $20 at Smorgasbord. That's the weekly open-air food vendor market happening at, you guessed it, Prospect Park. So, with train tickets out of New York City, I spent a bit over $100 in 5 days. But sometimes you don't need a grand plan and a fat wallet to enjoy the world around you. The most memorable experiences I had aren't ones I spent money on. The moments that stick with me are those that happened because I was in a wanderism state of mind, curious and open to connection. I wonder, what's one of your most memorable travel experiences? leave me a comment. I'd love to read it. Thanks for watching and keep on wandering, baby.